I'm Rhonda and I'm the Managing Director of Jackson CRS, and we're a debt recovery company. So we help businesses get paid, basically. We offer two main services. We offer a no-win, no-fee debt recovery service where we can do pre-legal through to legal through to enforcement. And we also offer a bespoke credit control service where we act as if we are your credit controller to ensure and give you the best chance of getting paid on time every time. First of all, if you're in business and you've had an invoice that hasn't been paid, the first thing you need to do is make sure internally that you've got a process. So when invoices aren't paid, when do you chase it? How do you communicate that with your customers? And then there becomes a point where there has to be a consequence to not paying. So maybe you'll reduce their credit limit, you stop supply, possibly send it over to someone like us, debt recovery companies. So what we say here at Jackson CRS, if the money's important to you, it's important to us. So we don't have a minimum value and we will chase any balance that's due. So we chase some debts as small as under £100 sometimes. On the flip side of that, we also chase really large sums that are overdue, £100,000, £50,000 up to £100,000 and greater than that. With those larger claims, anything over the £10,000, we work in conjunction with a solicitor, because when you're talking about the bigger sums of money, you do need the correct legal representation, and we have a solicitor that will work on a no-win, no-fee basis as well. If you're in business and you've just been knocked for £70,000, often people don't have the money up front to be able to afford that legal representation, and we find that that is a big help to a lot of businesses out there to know that A, they've got a really good chance of getting that money back, and B, the solicitor is prepared to pay those fees up front for them. So yeah, if you hand an invoice over to us, first of all what we do is we do all the background checks. So we run credit reports on your debtor so that we know, how many CCJs they got. As the director got lots of failed companies, it gives us a bit of an insight as to what's going on with that company. So there's a process you have to follow before you issue a claim to the court. So you can prove to a judge that you've given it every opportunity and that legal action is your last resort, and we make sure that we follow that process and tick off those boxes. We talk to the debtor as much as we possibly can. If there's a dispute, we try and move it forward through a dispute resolution process. We have to work with the debtor. If they don't have the ability to pay, we enter into instalment arrangements, and although we try to enter into an instalment arrangement to get the debt settled in a reasonable time frame, we've got debts that have been chipping away for over 2 years, but it's better to keep chipping away and get that in gradually than not push too hard and not get anything in at all. So in relation to the credit control service, what we do is we ask our clients, they give us access to their system, so Sage, Xero, we have access, so we build rapport with your customers and we make sure they have the invoices, make sure they don't have any queries, make sure they know where they need to send the payments, and the minute those invoices become overdue, we're giving them that little prod. I've helped a lot of businesses that actually appreciate what we do, and 16 years on, I'm still really enjoying it, so yeah.